Welcome to Nico Cosmica. This is the frequency forecast for October 1st, 2023. For those of you who are human, you may not realize that those of us who are kindred, unless we are socialized around humans, living amongst humans, have young around humans, or are hybrid, we do not celebrate the Halloween season. That doesn't mean we forego or abstain from the iconography, because it's typically an iconography from our world, though it's distorted to appeal to humans. I might go more into that on my writing channel, on my author channel, or my mythology work, but for now I'm not going to decorate the overlay for the channel in too much of the Halloween iconography, but I do embrace it because of my kind. I don't embrace it due to what humans celebrate as Halloween. I am going to be using the Spirit Halloween deck, and I like this deck because it refers to the typical sets and suites that humans are used to, such as the cups, the wands, the pentacles, but it's also referring to kindred. And so I'm able to reference them at the same time. So the first card we have is the Knight of Cups, or also with the Jinn. So there may be a Jinn influence. We may have what we know as the whispers going on. There could be a Jinn influence. There could be a Jinn being influenced. But also we have Knight of Cups. We have Knight of Pentacles, a warrior. So there may be a hunter who is influenced by Jinn or who is hunting Jinn. We have often found this with witch trials, that it was not actually practicing witches who were being hunted, but an attempt to find Jinn. So Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, on a basic level, we have two younger energies, possibly male. I'm no longer going to reference masculine versus feminine energy. I'm going to say man, woman, male, female, and you can interpret it for however it means in your own life. But this channel has to accommodate energy, not ideology. And if it is reflecting ideology, it would be my ideology. So for those of you who are watching, however it settles into your own life, that's how you have to take responsibility for it. I am going to say this is Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, two male energies, one possibly a water sign, one possibly an earth sign, one who's more mystical, one who's more practical. It is not a romantic situation, no unicorn, no magic being used. It is not a death situation today. The energy is not one of death or griffin, so no flight from it. There is a sense of juggling. So we have the elf pointing away. The juggling may be with the father. So this could be a custody situation that has just ended. It's a King of Cups and Orc energy. So King of Cups are usually emotional, but with the Orc energy being reverse, this is possibly a more aggressive or assertive male who has been emasculated or is not feeling aggressive or even in touch with their emotions at that time, maybe kind of numb. And it's something relating to the past. So a Jenny Green Teeth, there could have been magic being used in the past. We have the Ace of Swords, Quetzalcoatl, so something's coming out as truth. Could be tied to Mexico or South America, but not necessarily. And it's dealing with his wife, his counterpart. Could also be a sister, Queen of Cups, the Gorgon. We have Quetzalcoatl and the Queen of Cups coming out together, along with the symbolism of truth. These are two serpentine energies. So the King of Cups could feel that he was betrayed by two people. It could be that the Queen of Cups and Quetzalcoatl, the Gorgon and Quetzalcoatl, are the true divine counterparts of each other, or brother and sister. Again, we're talking about dualism, so the masculine and feminine energy, these are balances of each other. The cups energy are natural counterparts within the suits of tarot, but in the imagery of the decks, the King of Cups is an orc, whereas the Queen of Cups is a gorgon, and Quetzalcoatl is also a serpentine. So the King of Cups could be being influenced by a brother of the Queen of Cups, or it could be that the King of Cups feels there's too many masculine energies coming after his feminine. We do have Hanuman in reverse, Knight of Wands. We have 3 knights. So there's lots of energy. It's both positive and negative. There's a lot of movement on the board. We have 7 of Wands in reverse, Mummy. So it's not one of defensiveness. In fact, there may be a lack of defenses. 3 of Wands reverse, Brownie. So in the home, not seeing a lot of opportunity. It could be because the King of Cups is in reverse and not feeling his emotions. He may not be connecting today to his divine counterpart or his wife. And so he's not, either one of them might not be seeing their options being in the home or in the current relationship. But we have the Fool reversed. It's not saying to seek that elsewhere. There is a death energy. Now, death does not mean death. It means transformation. But we have an interesting person coming onto the scene here. We have the Queen of Wands in Lilith. So the King of Cups may actually be feeling this way because of another feminine that he is seeing as his way out. She is not the way out. We have the Phoenix in reverse. Whatever is dead will not be reborn. So this Queen of Wands could be someone from the masculine's past, the male's past. Tooth Fairy in reverse, the Star. All that glitters is not gold. We have 9 of Pentacles, Frankenstein in reverse. This is not something you can piece back together. 6 of Pentacles, Arachne, not something that has give and take. I'm just trying to read on until we get an answer here. 4 of Cups reverse. It's because she's exciting. She's passionate. But we're being told, so if there was a divorce or a breakup, the judge would be a female. And it's saying you don't want to encounter this person. That she would block some sort of action or some kind of maneuver that the male is considering. And it's werewolf. So the male in, and there's masculine energies coming, so it may be the female. Whomever is thinking of leaving the relationship is one way with one partner and another way with another partner. They shapeshift. And it's not necessarily, while we could be speaking actually of a werewolf in this situation, at this point we don't necessarily need to be, because even humans wear different faces with different people. And so with the person that they want to move on to, they are showing their passionate side. And with the wife, they're showing, or husband, they're showing there's no options, they're depressed. They want a lot of dynamic energy when they may not be bringing that energy themselves. But whatever switcheroo or sneaky deaky that they're thinking of in court, the judge will block it. And then they will be tied up for trying to be a little devil. And we have again the serpentine energy. Someone is trying to hoard money. So it is likely that via the marriage, either one of the partners had money and the other partner who didn't is trying to get it or trying to hang on to it. And the judge will block whatever they're trying to do. And again, we have the sense of not reviving what is dead. So let's see, okay. And so we have again serpentine energy with Leviathan, happy home. This, who's ever going through their midlife crisis or their existential crisis, needs to find solace within the home. It doesn't look like there's anything abusive. That is a situation where I would tell someone you need to upset the apple cart. You need to go get help, either through a counselor or through legal help. It doesn't look like that's the situation here. In fact, the legal counsel is being dissuaded. It's not being advised. We have so much serpentine energy in this. And it's not necessarily negative. It's saying somebody really needs to embrace being their inner dragon, their inner serpent. Serpents, while there's a biblical context for them, are even biblically wise as the serpent. So sometimes wisdom can work against you when they say ignorance is bliss, because when someone is too wise, they are so hyper aware of the realities of the world that it can become a burden of huge proportions. But this is saying embrace home. And in embracing your home life, you will have your Six of Wands. You will have the success that, as a golem, if we're not speaking of an actual golem, is your own making. Because you can't, let's say you're talking about a high school sweetheart and you had the best time of your life in high school and you were at top of your game and you looked really hot and you were captain of the football team or captain of your cheerleading squad, or you had so much potential. And this person's they're from back at a happier time, back at a time when you had more self-confidence, back when you felt top of your game. Not anything they did per se, but it's how you felt about yourself. And because you were younger, you had more enthusiasm for life. You had more inexperience, and so you were willing to try new things. You were more experimental. And as an adult, people can lose that. That's a natural part of becoming an adult. It's part of becoming rutted in adultism. And so rather than finding your inner self-confidence again and your inner wish to explore the world and new cultures and new environments, and I'm saying this in a positive way, there's definitely always a shadow self that can go down a very negative route of experimentation. I am not speaking to that at all. That will lead to destruction of self and others. Yes, it is your free will. Yes, it can feel empowering. It will ultimately destroy. But I'm talking about the positive end. This is one in which you are going to rediscover through something as simple as home improvement, clearing out clutter, clearing out your wardrobe, developing a new wardrobe, trimming your beard, cutting your hair, taking a salt bath, developing a habit of yoga or Pilates, going for a run, changing your diet, fasting for a day. All these little things, going to a shop and exploring toys with your romantic partner, trying new positions, looking into their eyes and saying, what is one thing that you would love to develop as a hobby that you've never tried? And let's go try it. Take up roller skating, take up skateboarding, go surfing if you know how to swim. Try swimming. We're getting ready for ski and snowboard season. There's supposed to be a lot of snow coming to the United States. Take up skiing and snowboarding. Go make snow angels. Take a snow hike as long as you're properly equipped. Try something new, because everything indicated in the cards today, the energy is, your answer is at home. Not seeking it in the past, not trying to revive what was already dead before you met this new person, not seeking it elsewhere. That is the energy for today. Happy October. Welcome to the darker season, the season before rebirth. And I hope you enjoyed. Keep on shining, and thank you.